Elegant truths of exquisite interrelationships of the awesome machinery of
All right, and we are live. I'm unmuting the team right now. If you get an audio check, Eric.
Hey, what's up?
Hold on, just unmuting everybody on here. Okay. All right. Well,
I believe
we are showing right now. We are showing
which we float like a
demonstration of Texel. We have Sam on. Sam, it looks like you're muted right now, but if you want to maybe give us a brief intro on what Texel is he still muted there?
Hey, yeah, I think he's online right now.
Okay, great.
Hey, y'all.
Welcome, everybody, to the live stream at forkblock.com. We are now live with Eric Manganero and John May, and also Sam.
Yeah, John May, I think, is in the chat.
Yeah. So we're going to be live streaming essentially Texel. Texel is a online game that is based on the ERC 721 standard. It is very interesting in what it does, and we felt like we had to bring up a team member from there and talk about it for a minute, and show you some of the code in the back end, kind of what it does. So I guess I could pitch it over to Eric if he has anything else to say, but and then we can actually go talk with Sam.
Yeah, what's up, Stan?
Yo. So what we've been working on today, in brief, I mean, Texel is it's a grid-based game, and the way it works is that each of these 4,096 tiles can be rented by any user. Currently, we have that price fixed at 0.01 ETH. So here I'm going to go ahead and rent tile 9. Very cool. Throw that through MetaMask. It's on Ropsten test, so that'll take a minute. But that's cool. I got a couple other transactions hanging out here that were broken because we are obviously always debugging. So we're going to wait while that loads, and you'll see that I did rent that tile once it shows. In the meantime, we can look at, I have this little design I made down here earlier. And so on tiles that I've already rented, when I interact with them, they give me this option to change their color. And I actually have 4 colors in my palette, and this gets us into kind of what the name of this game is, and
yeah, do you think
or the aim of this game, let's say. So the aim of this game is to mine the whole color space. And we currently have it starting with red, green, blue, but we are switching to red, yellow, blue because it's a little easier for the average person to think about how colors mix in that way. But let's go ahead and make that square red. And you see I am actually the only holder of light blue that exists in Texel. And that is represented as a token that is in my MetaMask. And here, let's see if we refresh. That transaction did clear, so I'm going to own tile 9. Which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh no, it just yeah, there it is. It just confirmed, and now I can paint that. I'm going to go ahead and make that light blue the new color. So, what I've been working on today, though, is first I was working on getting this little color bar to show. So that lives over in the rented by user dialog, and it's actually the user palette component. And so I was pretty much just we build the user palette here from the contract, we call it from the user's account, then for each of the colors that this user has, we go through, we stick it into their palette. We're using a dictionary for that. Then we go over here and we display, when I want to display within the render step, I want to display this palette. So for each paint in there, I go through and I make a little square, or not a square actually, 20 by 15 rectangle. Paint it the color of the paint in the user's palette, and you can see those right here. So then the next thing, the most recent thing that I did was that I added this mix button. It looks really ugly, I know, but that's fine because we just want to test it. What's not fine is that, so what this mix button is for, let me explain, is that when you mix a tile that is painted, it will select from its neighbors and mix colors, and then output a new shade that is kind of the combination that you would expect from those colors. I added this mix button so that we could test that. However, unfortunately, I am not the contract owner. So I can't actually run this button. I am fairly sure that it works, but our buddy Andy, the contract owner, is currently playing poker, and
I think he's gonna join the live stream later.
Oh, and he's gonna get on here later. But until then, I really can't know if this little sexy line of code that I made right here is actually gonna do anything.
Yeah. Something I was like thinking about was that maybe just we should go back into the history of why we started Texel, or how you met Mark.
Yeah, so I guess before I hop off and go get some Mexican food, let's talk. So Texel came out of the Rare Digital Art Festival in New York, and this was I think it was almost a year ago now. Was it in March? Maybe a half a year. I don't know.
Yeah, it's about a half a year.
About a half a year ago. So, and that's the auction at which a CryptoKitty was sold for, I believe, was it 150,000? I was in the audience, but I don't remember it. Once the numbers got that big, it was just kind of like, okay. I think I personally bid $2,000 on an aluminum foil kitty hat. And was promptly outbid. But anyway, at that festival, I met Mark Willis, who's another team member.
Texeler?
Another Texeler.
Texelite?
I think we could call ourselves Texelers. That sounds pretty good.
Texelers.
Sounds kind of like the Onceler, you know? But, so Mark and I think it actually, at some point in the audience, someone yelled about crypto roses, and then someone else yelled tulips. I think it might have been me, even. I don't remember. But so Mark and I we met that day, and we went out for drinks afterward, and I said, Mark, we have to make crypto tulips. And we were looking at CryptoKitties, and we thought it was fun, and we know that everyone's comparing crypto to the tulip bubble. So, why not make some blockchain tulips? And if I can actually pull up an example of what these tulips, kind of how we envision them. We really took as our jump off point. I can show you here. We took these very beautiful watercolors from the Netherlands back during the tulip bubble, and they kind of inspired our design. Let me see if I can pull that up. Here they are. So, do I have it on? Did I make a new artboard?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Oh no, you know what? We relocated them to an artboard, I think.
Okay.
We made like a tulips artwork. There it is. So these
okay, yeah.
These kinds of watercolors, really nice looking, and the more.
And that comes out from the discussion of rarity, because when we talked about why these tulips sprung up and became more expensive at the time is because of genetic defects.
Yeah, so for example, like this one right here, it has that kind of striping effect, and that's actually called the tulip. That's really the most famous virus. I think it's called the bulb breaking virus.
Sibylla Marian?
Yeah, well, there's the Semper Augustus flower, which actually went extinct, but that was kind of like the most popular one, and it had this kind of streaking virus, which really had a negative impact on the fitness of the flower itself, but people really liked how it looked. So anyway, so we took this as kind of our jump off, and then Mark, great designer that he is, turned it into this kind of streaking virus, which really had a negative impact of myself.
Yeah, that was me. Sorry.
So what we did was we have this generator, and it programmatically generates unique tulips.
Yeah,
so this is kind of how we envisioned these crypto tulips looking. Now, we put together a team. We got Eric on board. We got our other friend Justin on board for a little bit. We had our buddy Alex on. We had a lot of people or a few people cycle through, and over time, that was a pretty rare one, a green tulip. That's weird. So
this
what
game,
we realized was that we wanted to make it a game, and we wanted to make this. So yeah, CryptoKitties did genetics, but we wanted to do genetics plus a grid-based game. And as we talked about that, and the Netherlands, and we did some research, we realized that there's this nice little island off the north coast of the Netherlands, fittingly named Texel, which, if you look it up, actually means texture pixel in some group of nerds somewhere.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was definitely a happenstance. I was like, ooh.
But it's a really nice little island, and it's got De Koksdorp, Denberg, all these wonderful spots. And we're going to turn this into a grid and let you plant your tulips, and then the tulips will breed with each other, et cetera, et cetera. However, that's, a lot to tackle. So now maybe you're starting to put the pieces together of why we're building tiles. Tiles is a pretty direct reduction of this tulips concept. Instead of Texel, it is a grid, a square grid. And instead of tulips, which, are beautiful, multicolored, multifaceted objects, we are doing simply colors. And instead of breeding with each other, they blend. A little simpler. So that's kind of the genesis of this project and the plan going forward. I think I'm going to hand it over to Eric so I can go get some dinner. But, and Eric's going to work on making it so that this, correct, Eric? You're going to work on making it so that this zooms around, right?
Yeah, I think I think we're just gonna live code. There's we're using D3 for the rendering of that game board, and I think today we're just going to hit our head against the wall until it works.
Cool.
Yeah, love hitting our heads against the wall. We are programmers. So
yeah, we have a couple of the ways that I'd like to have it. Like right now, you can click it. It'll actually sign the contract, so you can rent the tile, and that the way that we have it is that the actual ERC 721 token is what you own. So if you rent a tile, you have the ability to paint it that color from which that you have in your inventory. So it's less about just being able to have, like, you know, a crypto kitty, but we have the ability to actually plant the flower that we have. So we're using the token in a good way to actually like use it in a game.
Yeah. So.
all right,
Okay.
Sorry, I gotta hop off. My our burritos and tacos are waiting for us, so I'm gonna go grab them. I'm gonna tune in probably a bit later. And Eric, yo, get this Zoom, baby.
Yeah, we're gonna mess with Redux State and try to figure it out.
Yeah. So
today.
I appreciate
and probably
you.
for like the next week.
I appreciate you. Yeah,
John.
we can hear you, John. Hold on one second. I appreciate you hopping in on this call here, Sam, and thanks for showing us and talking a little bit about your project. Eric, can I bring it in for a second too? I'll see you later there, Sam.
Yeah, thanks for coming. I think he'll come by later on. I think I'm basically going to be using this as a good mainstay for like the rest of the week as we ramp up for Raleigh, North Carolina.
Okay, cool. Let me pull up their website because nobody actually got a chance to look at Texel.space, like the actual landing page.
Yeah, bring it up.
Yeah, so we have right. You'll see. We'll navigate to the main page. Their website's just Texel.space in any browser, so you can get up on there and check it out. Maybe subscribe to their email list and check out essentially like kind of updates that are coming up. I know they were at an event that me and Eric were involved in with Coinvention, and it was really interesting to have them at our hackathon and participate. It was really fun to meet Sam, and you know, we had a lot of interesting conversations. So bringing these two on to talk about their projects was really very good opportunity, and you know, we were excited to bring them on. So John May, you can hop in now if you want. I couldn't hear you before.
Yeah, I don't really know what's going on with my mic, but
I think you're good. I
yeah,
think I can hear you pretty
I'm gonna have to boost your volume up, but Eric, you can
boost them.
Yeah, you can take it away from here. I'll play with the audio. Let me share your screen real quick.
Okay. Somehow Discord isn't like turning green like it should when I speak.
Eric, I'm on your screen, and hold on, let me.
Is it because I'm in a live stream?
No.
Yeah, we're in live streaming right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, hold on, let
like,
me.
Normally, like this green circle around my Discord.
When you're actually speaking?
Yes, I can't tell at all whether it's reading my mic or not.
Okay.
Weird. I can hear you.
Yeah, John, you're a little bit quiet. Everybody's saying on there, so we can't really hear you that well. But Eric, if you wanna hop in, you can play with your mic.
How about now?
Nope. Or you can't do sound tests right now. Just you can check it every once in a while. Eric, take it away.
Websites. Basically, yeah. So let's look at it. It's interesting. We literally got done most of the code for the material UI today, and now we're basically zooming in. This is where the headaches and
Zoom in for a second, see what's going on.
Sure. So let's see. Zoom. Cool. So like right now, what we have here is that I was inspired by a one repo that said it was like the 1,000 ETH contract GitHub. Let's see.
Yeah, if anybody has a song request, it's not copyright. let us know. But I'm jamming on lo-fi hip hop beats because I felt like it was good for a change. So let me know if you guys can hear the music or not. It looks like we got about 7 people on Twitch. I saw about 8 on there at one point, which is great. And then cross medium, we're probably about 15. So it's awesome, guys. We're climbing.
Yeah, thanks for coming in. Yeah, take a chance to check out our YouTube, subscribe, like it, leave a comment, ring those bells. You know, make sure if you can check to see if you have a free Twitch subscription. Go up to the top right and you can click the subscribe button to link your Twitch account.
Yeah.
Holler at us.
Absolutely. So Eric, let's talk about the actual tech for a little bit. I know you're going into the 1,000 ETH contract on GitHub here, and that was part of your inspiration. But basically, this is just a React front end, correct? That's what you're using to work with it.
We are. This is basically what we call a drizzle project, which is if we talk about Truffle, which is the main tool that we use for developing for Ethereum, we can see that it gives us a lot of different things that right out of the literally called the Truffle box. It gives us a lot of to maintain and update what's happening on the blockchain and making it easy for us to gain access to the methods and the calls of inside of our development area. So it's like, okay, we actually, because right now this is data that's stored on the blockchain right now.
Okay.
So
and that's on the
right
Ropsten.
now,
That's on Ropsten testnet, correct? You haven't gone.
Sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So when we look at when we look inside, we can see that we have a pretty nested, smashed together of projects. You can see that the React, this is like your common React file hierarchy, but then we also have a middleware that allows us to make contract calls in the middle. So if I look inside one of my components, for instance, I have this game board. Let's look at the grid. Let's see. Let's see.
By the way, everybody who's watching on Periscope, give us a retweet. If you guys are watching on Twitch and you got your Twitter available, just follow 4 o'clock and then retweet that. Eric, John, we can't hear you really at all, man. I can barely hear you.
What you should do is maybe download what is that?
Voice meter banana.
Voice meter banana. Because what you can do is you can pipe your audio in and you can put a compressor on it.
Yeah. Okay, Eric. So continue on there. I was listening.
Yeah. Well, just to answer John's question, John asked, how do you actually do calls?
Mm-hmm.
And let's see, we're going to zoom in on the actual game board. Let's see. So we have a Redux store going out through the whole thing. I'll bring up that real quick. Yeah, so we can see that if we go to we have our reducers going on. This is how we initially create the state.
Pull my head out of the way here because you're showing some stuff, so let me move. Just watch that.
So inside of the Drizzle node package, it actually allows us to make those calls. Let me see if I can find the actual call. Yeah, so you can see that if we are looking at the local host, this is running off of the Ropsten network. Let's see. Where is it? I really like the music. It's chilling.
Yeah, it's pretty good. If anybody has questions too about anything that Eric's showing right now, just holler in the chats here. I got you guys up, so I'm trying to monitor it. We're working on not too much of the way here. What do we got? Yeah. So everybody just hit that bell, notify when we're going live. We're gonna be doing a lot of different interesting stuff upcoming too. We got a lot of stuff in the works, so
Here we go.
there you go.
Here's a great instance, John. Let's see. Ooh, too much. So you can see that once we have contracts is inherited by our drizzle. So we're like, okay, so this is our component that we instantiated. I have the props that it's allowed to bring in. So we can see that from right here, the user palette, which is our component that we're working on right now. So like, for instance, if I were here and I wanted to rent this tile, let's see, it's owned by me. Cool. So we're going to rent something. This call right here is instigated by this click handler here. So we can see that because what the drizzle box allows us to do is that it allows us to pass down the properties from the contract, and therefore everything that's a part of the contract that was deployed on the Ropsten network, which is Texel tiles, we have access to gain its methods, and that you can know that an ERC's 20 function called balance of is basically passed down the props all the way down to here. Can you see that?
Sort of. Bit hard.
Bit hard. You want to? We can.
Yeah.
Zoom it in a little bit there. I think everybody on the live stream can see it. It's pretty easy to see, but
Cool. How about this? So just being able to like, okay, for this right here, while we're trying to build the palette, for instance. Nope, don't want that. Let me see if it...
you
It's
know,
fun. It's fun, something that we own. Interesting. Do we break it? Let's try this right now. We'll rent this tile. And I'll give you a visual of what's happening.
okay.
So
So
it triggers a... Say again?
I was gonna break it down real stupid with MetaMask for everybody real quick. So like real simple. There's essentially like MetaMask is gives you the ability to sign your transactions on on an actual network. It works with Ropsten because it's ERC 20 based, right? Eric, is that the standard that's working on MetaMask?
No, the Ethereum virtual machine doesn't have an ERC delimiter. It will run whatever bytecode that you give it.
Oh yeah.
What
yeah,
ERC
okay.
is a standard, so we know that when we are creating software, we know what functions are being created.
Okay, got you. So basically, what you do is you basically sign these transactions, you send it in. Texel is then working with the Ethereum virtual machine or the blockchain itself and displaying essentially where your Texel tile is.
Yeah, because where our Texel tile is literally an ERC 721. We actually this is each one of these tiles is representative of a place, and that's what we were talking about to map it onto the real world. But for right now, we're creating a cool game to basically dominate the board, and that players are rewarded with more colors and more tokens.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so can you maybe go into how like blending works and stuff like that, Eric, just a little bit?
Okay, let's see. Blah 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 blah. Let's see. So a lot of where our studies came about, it was a lot of what Sam was talking. He mentioned the CryptoKitties, and it seems when I've done a lot of the research, there's not just one contract, but there's multiple contracts that are being used. So actually, right now we have mixcolors.sol, texelcolors.sol, Texel Mix, and Texel Tiles. And what happens is that This comes about when you have one, a large project, and two, like the main code can be linked together. So if we already deployed a contract, then we can link to it when we migrate and compile our new contracts. The mix happens to basically be a nearest neighbors algorithm. So when we are, I can make this even bigger. Cut that. Cut that. Yeah, when we're looking at it, yeah, obviously we were importing the other libraries, but we are looking at the edge cases. You know, basically, if you ever played the game Lights Out, when you press an LED on the game board, which is kind of like this, you know, a cross or a multiplication sign, a plus sign or a multiplication sign of the nearest neighbors happen. So if we were to click here, that's what's kind of going on this corner over here, is that we were trying to instigate a mixing event. So these blue, this red, and green would mix. So what would happen is we have the functions called mix color. Let's see what everything we got. We got mix color, select neighbor, find neighbors. Pretty much that's it. You know, the actual mixing color event is pretty easy to break down. So we actually just pass in an unsigned integer of what the actual tile ID is, and then we therefore change the metadata on the surrounding tokens.
Interesting.
Yeah, so what we'll do is that we have like the find neighbor will actually bring in an internal function, and what these do is we are trying to, you know, since actually what we do to save space on the board, we actually have, instead of saying an x and y coordinate, we actually just give a one integer, and then we can solve for what actual tile number it is in a 64 by 64 grid.
How do you do that?
Okay, so if you have, all right, so the 0th one is here, and if we're, this is, what is this, 4,000, let's see, 4,000, since it's a square, this is 4,096. So the last one would be number 4,096, and you can derive the x and y from that number. You feel me? By modulus 64.
Modulus.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So now instead of us
John's
saying,
question.
oh,
What he's asking, by the way. I can
repeat the question.
Yeah.
Okay. He asked, how did we store two values into one? And I said that in graphics that we have the ability to, if it's a square, solve for x and y by just giving one integer. So that perfect example is that the most beginning one would be 0 or 1, and if it's 64 by 64 is 4,096 over here, then we, you know, you can actually be like, oh, okay, that's 64 by 64 because it's modulus 64.
Got you. Okay.
So the x direction would solve for itself as well by just being able to see where your tiles are. And we also kind of have to worry about like the edge cases. So we actually have, you know, just in case the tile ID is 0 and 1, or it's greater than 433, because then we have, you know, obviously at the corner cases there are no spaces to the right or to the left. So we actually have to be careful when we're looking for the nearest neighbor, because when I click here and we go through the mixing event, then it's going to affect the tokens that are surrounding it.
Okay.
And that's actually how we generate new tokens. And that's like where the gameplay comes about, is that it looks like we have like this weird cyan color that came out of it. Like when the user just begins, you only have red, green, and blue to paint And now it looks like I think this is Andy's address right now. That the current color that came about after the mixing event that he instigated, he got like a cool blue. So in terms of like, the ERC 721 token, he owns this color now and can paint that. So now more idiosyncratic and more mixing events can happen once he starts dominating the board, pollinating, or changing epigenetically the area. So it's kind of not quite the Conway game of life, but it's similar. So this is also just like an avatar for what we're going to do with like the flower, because we're going to actually have the flowers be during the mixing event have its have like the field of this plant be changed. You feel me?
Yeah. So I guess let's talk tech. Like, what's in the back end here, or in the front end rather? Like, what? So we're gonna be focusing on a Zoom feature today, right? Is that basically what I'm understanding?
That's what we're gonna like smack our head against all day today. Yeah. So it's not even. This is just a JavaScript library called D3. If everyone's down, and I'm not quite sure where I should keep the hard-coded zoom function on the mouse event. Honestly, so that's where we're at. So if we go down here, let's just look at our components. So we're on the game board here.
All right.
So you can see that, and my struggle right now is like, which life cycle should I put it through? Should I try to resize it before calling the actual on-click event here inside of the board? That's where I'm at. Yeah, I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick. If you can take over for 1 second, and I'll be right back.
Sure. Yeah, so essentially, I guess like the interesting part about Texel above all else is really just the fact that it's like an implementation of a proper form of some of these high level concepts inside like behavioral economics and whatnot. It like basically plays into a lot in game theory and like how to compete on these blockchain games. Is just like it's super interesting stuff, and it does have a genetic component very similar to CryptoKitties. So like if anybody's familiar with CryptoKitties, that obviously it was like one of the first, probably most famous blockchain games there was on Ethereum. This stuff is like, it's really hard to develop. So I know the Texel team's been putting a lot of effort in. They chose to go with React. Personally, I think it was like a great idea because the outlook of what they're developing on their local machine looks really good. I'm just double checking the stream here. I want to make sure I'm not coming through choppy.
Your screen's kind of flickering.
Flickering?
Yeah.
From your perspective or from
my perspective? I don't know.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's on the live stream. It looks okay.
Good. Yeah,
All right.
Texel's pretty fascinating to me. Like, still learning in the world of React and JavaScript.
Neat. What's up?
Yeah. Make sure I'm not coming through chop. I'm trying to kill this. I got a little echo. It looks like it's good. The stream looks solid. Yeah. So Eric, you want to pick up where you left off a little bit there? I think I might have been.
Yeah, just kick back and hang out.
All right. So, like we mentioned, we're going to be working with React on this zoom function to basically add another component to the game, so you can actually see more granularly what the pixels are doing. And
yeah, right now it's kind of like hard to see right now. So like as I use my mouse wheel, I'm not going to be able to actually like zoom in. I want to be like bloop, see what's up, and then later on actually have like a genetically generated tulip.
So why should people, I guess, like from the technology standpoint, like what applications does this game prove that blockchain has? Like maybe something in like real estate, like what other, I guess, like taking this base and like blowing it up to like the most epic scenario, like what does this prove that blockchain can do?
It can make a game. I don't. I usually like I try not to blow the scope on it too much. Like that's why we are doing digital tulips because I like to keep this entire thing like pretty tongue in cheek.
Okay. So, yeah, I know, but like I'm
It
saying,
really-
I'm saying like obviously with the EVM and what you're doing here, you can definitely create some kind of environment where you can track different, I guess, like planes on a blockchain. So if you lay a pixel and somebody has ownership over it, it's tracking that ownership. So I'm saying these concepts can be applied to different areas other than just tulips in a game.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that you could say that. I think that's why we're here. We're just gonna like live stream us doing it.
Yeah.
I think that like I try to stay away from like the total like shill because I feel like a lot of like shit coins in general try to like blow up this technology. We feel like wow, like in reality like this is a part of like a greater scheme of decentralized apps being like okay, this marketplace of digital tulips, for instance, can't be stopped.
Sure.
I think that's like the most. I think like I guess implicit high value object you could say that once we sell our digital space to pot your digital tulip, like that can be an analogy for pretty much anything.
Sure.
And it's always good to get it good at React. I like it. I like smacking my head against it.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, well, what's up?
Okay, so back in the back end here, just kind of talk through, I guess, like exactly what like is going on here for people that don't know. So.
Well, I think that I tried this before, and we had a D3 handles events is kind of like passing rendered strings to the library. So right now, let's see, let's expand this. We can see that at the very beginning, let's see, in our very beginning, we have our Redux store.
I saw a typography file.
Yeah, I think we're using Material UI for that.
Cool.
Yeah, let's see. Oh, okay. So like to zoom out and to kind of like to show you what I'm thinking about is that the initial tile state is basically just 64 tiles by 64.
Okay.
And that we're just telling everybody in this nested loop to basically just set the Redux store or like the state of the whole app to just draw the game board.
Okay.
And I think that this is going to be important for us because when we go back here to go back into our reducers, I'm going to have to actually call upon this to mess with zoom. So let's see if this is kind of like the behavior that we want. So here's like, instead of squares, these are a bunch of circles. I want to be able to replicate that behavior inside this bounded box here.
Okay.
And it seems to me like this is all that we're doing here. We're just calling the SVG library, but the transform string is such that they don't have a Redux store because this is just JavaScript. So I'm going to take the translation and the scale, which I kind of have over here.
Okay.
Let's see. We can, in the new version of VS Code, you can bring out panes.
Sweet. So everybody chiming in. It looks like we got about 10 on Periscope there, quite a few on Twitch. If you guys have any questions about what's going on here, definitely ping us. I'm monitoring all our streams. So like if you're like curious about stuff, we can answer it. We're gonna just keep moving forward here, but we're definitely trying to do these live streams so it's interactive. And I know a lot of people are curious about blockchain or maybe
that's why
React or
John, if you can get your mic fixed, I would like to chit chat. I'm down.
And
can you guys hear me? Or is it
I can hear you, but I don't know if everyone else can.
Yeah, it's a little quiet, John. Still, I don't know what's going on, but
Yeah, it's Discord, not my mic.
okay.
Do you have like the ability to go into your settings and push like your gain up?
Let me.
Let me
Yeah, I
see.
think that-
Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can crank it through voice meter. Just continue on, Eric, and I'll work on his audio situation. I'm gonna have
I
to.
have all my settings on max. Like,
Really? Just for like your voice output?
yeah, just default. Let's output.
Do you have like, I don't know what you have, man, right? Like is running pulse audio?
Yeah. how
No,
about now?
it's okay. I think it's on
there
my.
you go.
I think it's on my end. Oh yeah, there you go. That's good.
Yeah, talk again.
Yeah, I actually did have a setting to increase the gain.
Hey, there you go. Everybody can hear you now. I'm sure of it.
Yay! John's back. All right, yeah, cool. So, yo, what's up, John?
Yeah, not too much. I've been doing React programming all week, so this is an interesting conversation.
Cool, yeah, that's good. So, like, basically, what I've been having trouble with, maybe you can like talk me through it actually, is that well, I'm just setting up for right now. Is that I have in Drizzle you have our reducers, right?
Mhm.
So this is the initial state. Sets up a 64 by 64 game board. It has tile ID, the column row, but also the hue, saturation, and lightness. That's like kind of like how we do how we represent it in the CSS, and how we represent it in, you know, when it actually does the drawing of the game board.
Okay.
The drawing of the game board is basically it's just a tile dialog box that pushes out a div and it renders it. So you can see that we say again.
Complex div.
It's a complex div, but yeah, that's what D3 does. Have you ever used D3 before?
No.
Oh, let's take a look at what it is.
There you
D3,
go.
it's called data
Just have a look. See.
driven design. Yeah, and that's actually really beautiful what you can do with it. It's one of the more like the learning curve is there, and that's kind of like why I'm here banging my head against it. But data driven design is what D3 stands for, but it actually is one of the more like robust and great ways for people to create visuals on a front end. This seems like someone else's D3. Data driven design. Data driven documents, sorry. Yeah. Nice. So D3.js it's pretty sick. We can go through a couple of examples. Let's see. So like if you have like novel data sets, you can start off with these types of, and it gives you the JavaScript here. So this is like a really nice visualization.
Oh wow.
These are our connections with, it's called a Flare visualization toolkit. This is a package hierarchy and imports. This edge bundling. So you can see that it gives the context, and
I heard somebody
allows
talking
us-
about D3 at the Bitcoin meetup I went to recently. Which
sure,
they were
Yeah,
like,
you can create a whole career around it, honestly.
yeah. It seems like it's next level.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, there's a lot of really great examples, but you can see that if we just import like a JSON file, then you can see that it creates a leaf node system and allows all the connections to be visualized. It's visually stunning, and what you can do with it if we keep on looking. Let's see. They have a lot of libraries for like geocentric views too.
Okay.
Let's see. Azimuth distance from London. Let's check it out. Sick. So the azimuthal equidistant projection. So this is actually like an interactive data unit.
Wow.
So yeah, it's really nice, and what you can do with it. There. Let's see if we can do.
Pretty amazing.
Yeah, dude.
It's really amazing, but also
The
with
opposite.
with as robust as it is, the learning curve is there. So that's what I'm kind of like stuck on, and we're gonna look at the zoom feature back over here because, let's see. Yeah, this is Sean Allen's block. This is like one of the hosting sites that a lot of people. We actually can check it out. It's like the other site. This is like users on this site create. Mike Bostock, I believe his name, is the guy who he works for New York Times, and he does a lot of their data visualization, and a lot of this are his. So let's just look at this.
Video's a little bit blurry on my end. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can correct this. I think I got all these screens open, and it's just killing the game.
Zoomable circle packing. Let's check it out. So this is off of a data set.
No.
You can see that they have like some styling. Yeah, I think I set my video to 1080p actually.
I think it might be on my
I can't
end.
really see your screen though. Or I mean, I can't read it.
You can't read it? Okay, let's see.
No, it's
what's
kind of
going
blurry.
on. Interesting. Let's see.
Just leave and rejoin. Let's just see if it comes back. It's okay. Just. All right, Eric. Just share your screen now and do 1080p.
1080p.
Boom. All right, that's clear as a whistle. Oh yeah, high quality.
Whee!
Love Discord, by the way. If anybody ever watches from Discord or sees this video, please let me know. I would love to.
Yeah, we just got Nitro, and I think they just started with their own store.
Yeah, Texel.
I think. Yeah. Okay. We have it's like a 20-second delay. Let me see. Yeah, it does look kind of blurry from the stream.
Yeah, I think it should be not maybe delayed too much. It should be pretty good.
I think there's like 20 seconds.
It's coming through really good now. It's not 20-second delay. It's 20-second because you probably had that window open for a while. That's the only reason why.
But I'm on Periscope.
Yeah,
I can see it on.
Yeah, but you had it open for a while, so it ends up the buffering slows down. You know what I mean? Like
Maybe.
Yeah. So because like right now.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's like night and day now.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah, man, it's like way better. So everybody who's online,
Ooh,
I keep encouraging you, but if you're not on Twitch and Discord, I don't know what everybody's doing, but definitely check out our Twitch. It's just 4 o'clock. You can live interact on there, and even if you hit notifications, there's some cool stuff that happens. So if you follow with Twitch while we're watching, just do a quick follow. It'll drop down. It'll do some cool stuff. We're really working on up in the production quality and the content quality over here. We're really focused on making sure that everybody knows how to,
D3,
yeah.
These nuts.
Yeah, no.
Yes. All right, so let's see. Let's go for
Anyway, subscribe, notify. We need it. We need some help on that front. It'll help us keep going. So
look how dank that is. That's just rendered right now. It's live rendering.
Wow.
Sick. So you can understand why we wanted to use it. The learning curve is definitely super intense, but since when do I do anything that's easy?
What's so hard about it?
It's just robust. It's not hard. I would say it's granular and deep. You could just be if you're a front end designer, just getting good at D3 would create an entire career. You know?
Yeah, dude, your screen's going blurry again. I don't know why it keeps doing it, but video degradation. Oh,
Maybe.
All right. Yo, can you hang up and jump back on? Oh wait, yeah, it cleared up. It's good.
Yeah, it's just probably bandwidth bottlenecks. Who knows?
We got love on YouTube. We got love on Twitch. Give us a like. Get us boosted. Let's go. Let's do it.
Just looking through a couple more before we go back, because
Okay.
these are really pleasing. There's a dendrogram, whatever that is. Oh, cool. It says flare.
Is that like dendrogram? What?
Yeah, what is a dendrogram? Let's check
It's
that
probably like what they use for like the Big Bang. That's exactly what it looks like. Like a
out.
star.
Big Bang.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean like?
looks more like a heredity chart? Like
Yeah, look at that. The clustered iris data set.
Oh my god.
The true flower species. Oh, this is really Whoa. What the heck?
Close some of your other windows so it comes through better. By the way.
Now. Let's see. It's pretty beast mode. Oh, here's one of the cooler ones. Like, it's very crypto to have like a forced diagram.
It is
We
very.
can probably do one of these
It is
later.
very crypto to do that.
A forced directed graph. So you can actually
Okay.
like take this and like stretch it. Like,
The
but this is just a JSON
on the
file off of a GMT file.
on the
I've done a
IC
couple of these.
on the ICO starter kit. It's like definitely have a force.
Yeah,
Force
directed graphs are super meta. Well, network topology is pretty dank to look at, and there's a lot of actually ones on here on blocks.org for force directed grams. It's definitely super thick. So this is like an animated quad tree. This is pretty dank. This looks like a fractal.
Hmm.
Wow. So I guess it's making little quads in every little quad. Making a little quad in every quad, procedurally. Cool. Let's see what else we got. Oh yeah, so this is kind of like what we're getting at, is that we need to have drag and zoom. So we want to be able to have like this bounding box and then be able to zoom in on stuff, because maintain context. This is what this is, which kind of has, let's see, the same type of thing going on here. This is like the extent. I forget what we actually have it on here.
Your audio is becoming pixelated. Your screen is also not that clear.
Well, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, zooming in, doing it.
So let's see. Yeah, so let's look for a couple more. Bloop.
The summation here is that D3 you can do a lot of cool stuff with. So that's why you guys chose to do it. And now we're trying to do.
Dank.
These are just examples.
It might be a bazooka for something that might have been much easier, but yeah. It's like, yeah, we might need just like have like boxes to zoom in on, and then we're like, yeah, well, we're gonna hit it with this. We're gonna hit it with like the biggest bazooka of like a framework ever. Oh, cool! Here's quicksort.
Wow. Okay, trippy. But go back.
This is quicksort.
Quicksort.
Yeah, quicksort with colors.
Sweet.
Whoa.
Okay, this is
What is it
unnecessary and
with
useless.
Huh? I think it's sorting it by color.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay.
Alphabetically, or by like?
Probably by hex. Nice. Yeah, this is ridiculous. I kind of see it like happen visually. It's kind of like I'm gonna have a seizure.
I need to learn D3.
That's what I'm saying. Like, just in terms of like robustness, it's definitely out there.
Okay, can we
But I'm
stop?
not sure exactly the ordering of the gradient.
Can we stop this?
No, I want to. I'm down. I have to figure it. I have to see it go. It looks like it's almost done because like these greens are not too separated. And then we'll go back to our scheduled programming.
Scheduled programming. It's getting your
Yeah,
screen is so
scheduled
blurry.
programming.
Your screen is so blurry it hurts my eyes. Leave and come back.
That's what happens.
One more time.
Now.
Yes.
Dang. Okay, the quick sort ended there.
Okay, dude, it's so blurry. It's hurting my eyes. Hop off to hop in and share your screen one more time.
Let's see.
There we go. Whee! It looks like Sam back with us again?
I don't think so. I think it was just me coming back in.
No. He didn't leave ever. He was sharing his screen.
I
Turn on your
left.
screen. Yeah, I'm saying Sam's been on the call the whole time.
Yeah, I don't think he ever left. I think he just muted himself.
Okay, guys, share your screen. All right, cool. Nice.
All right.
Oh, that is some interesting blurriness of the next kind. 3rd encounters.
Sweet. So now we're back. Let's see. So where I'm at with this right now?
Yeah.
Yo,
okay.
I'm semi back. I'm eating food still.
Hey, there we go.
Yo, I'm semi here.
All right.
But I am confirming our presentation at the Philly blockchain meetup, so that's cool.
Hey.
one?
So if you're in Philadelphia or in that type of area, go see Texel, Philly blockchain meetup.
There's like a massive lag on Periscope. Who's Fred Naxia? See all these like porn accounts just like full of like this in Periscope.
Who cares? It's okay. Yeah.
Hey, who cares? The viewer's a viewer. Hey, let's check it out on. Okay, cool. Tiles and bulbs live hacking with the Texel team. Yeah, all right. So what the first thing I have to do is I want to actually create it before the tile group. So we have this tile group. Tile group is instantiated all the way here in our reducer. So we can say that okay, we set up the tiles with a tile ID, a column, a row, hue, saturation, lightness, and the fact if it's rented, painted, and who the renter is.
Okay.
And basically, the renter is basically the first account, like the account holder at the beginning. And it's basically that's the initial tile state. So what I'm thinking is that in order for this to become a living document, that I have like a constant here SVG box, tile box, the scale and the center of where that square is what we have to change, because right here is where it's updated. So if I go through the process, I could probably just take SVG box and plop it in the state. So over here at the the constructor, we have state dialog box is false right now. Click tile is 1, and I'm just gonna bring these up because right now you can see that we have an anonymous function called D being activated and returning a dictionary for this notification referencing the that function, and then we have the actual loaded D3 local function, D3 event prevent default happen. I think last time I tried doing this, I put on scroll, which is the other. Let's see. On scroll. D3 event transform. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, I think these are like all the events that I'm allowed to use for the API reference. You have mouse down, mouse up, drag, start, click, wheel, touch, move, touch, end, and I think I'm just gonna do wheel for the zoom event because this is what we have down. So we could do mouse move, double click. So like if you're making a game, right, you can get like the events and have them handled within D3 here. But what I'm going to do is throw these values up into see. Yo, is that music still going on? Give me some beats, boy.
Okay, yeah.
Some
Right.
beats.
Let me get that.
Let's get that beats.
Let me get that. Get that. Let me get that.
Now my question is, did I load the SVG? So can I call it now? Let's see if it will give us some trouble. Psh. Okay. So I'm basically just gonna be like, I'm gonna do a set state after I pass this. Let's see. Blah blah blah. SVG tile box. We'll call it this dot group dot node dot get BP box. If I can just like take this and copy it over. Psh, 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 psh. I wonder if that will get me, if I'll be able to get away with that.
What'd you do?
So this is like the hard-coded constants that's kind of like the scope is local. I want to like throw it into my state instead. So I'm just saying, I wonder if SVG is already called because it's being used here, or is it not? Because it might be. I'm not sure. Because we did call it up here. Like we do have D3 installed already, like instantiated as D3. So I'm wondering if I can call it this.svg from the actual state as like the initial state. If not, then I just have to set it to some like arbitrary value. You feel me? Because like I start using SVG box here. Do you think that would cause a problem?
Issue is, it's still hard for me to see your screen, so I really don't know what's going on.
I see SVG box dot height and SVG box dot.
How about now?
That height.
Yeah, so SVG box is going to inherit off of not, and we can't use that. We have to use semicolon.
Tile box dot height.
Yeah, I'm thinking about maybe
So you're dividing the total height of the grid by the individual box height?
Yeah, and then that's what's going to determine scale. because when we actually go to here, see tile group, if we access all the things that are inside the tile group that we just selected up here, so we like, you know, everything inside this container that's this SVG, then we can run attribute, which is this transform string. So it's transform. We're going to do a matrix transformation with starting at the origin and basically the center, which is derived from the SVG box divided by 2, and the title width by scale. Feel me?
Yeah.
And then we'll see. And then, so this is going to be, instead of it being this at scale, it's going to be this dot state dot scale. You feel me? Because right now it's all these are constant things being computed here and not being thrown up to the state.
What is the original scale though?
The original scale? It's defined by the box height, which is derived by, you know, what we created here.
Right.
And if we look inside where we actually did the initial state, if we're looking at state, we can, our reducer, we can say that the initial state was created by tiles, and we created a 64 by 64, and believe, yeah. So we actually like initialized those values here.
So this modulus commands, J modulus 2, what are you trying to do there? If I modulus.
Oh, okay. Well, for the modulus 2 is to create a checkerboard.
Okay, got you.
So it's basically every even and odd one will create a
Got it.
yeah. See the lightness changes. Let's see.
Yeah, I got you. I see it.
So it's, yeah. So every other one is 85, and then the lightness is 95.
Mm-hmm.
It's neat. So now, so that's where all the tile information. This has nothing to do with the blockchain. This is just our local copy of state. So that's kind of like, if I was trying to like bring this in, then I'm like, that's kind of like what I'm working on right now.
Yeah, word. So, is there any advantages over JSX rather than like say TypeScript that anybody knows about? I'm kind of curious. I had this question the other day.
I don't think they're mutually exclusive. I think one relies on the other. If I was not correct, do you know anything about TypeScript?
I heard it's pretty nice, but
yeah, there was a repo that I was gonna do. There was like a TypeScript, boilerplate for what is it, GraphQL, and as
apparently
like
you can convert any React or Node.js project to TypeScript.
Yeah, that remains to be seen because I'm not fluent in that yet. But
well, I want
see.
to do something
Yeah,
on Webpack.
Say again.
I was building a library that used a lot of, I guess, math, and it's definitely useful with TypeScript because you can just see whatever you like, whether something's an integer or a string.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And in JavaScript, you accidentally pass a string to an integer, something will happen, and it'll cause your like app to fail, but you won't know why exactly until you find that right spot.
Ooh.
With TypeScript, you can see incompatible types.
Now my thing is here, like, should
You know what we should do? Like on a live stream, actually, I just thought of this. Like send like Uber Eats to somebody's house. Be like, yeah, we're giving away free pizza. Just be like, yo, we're getting pizza, guys.
You want to Uber eat somebody some pizza?
I would. Maybe not this one. I'd have to work out how we get a benefit out of it, but like, you know, it'd be funny if we get like a
enough
sponsor.
people to join, like we get.
Yeah, if we get 5, like, you know, if we get like 50 people on or some shit.
You get Uber Eats, pizza, and Bitcoin Energy.
Yeah, yeah. we
Are
just
you ready?
we just get like we couldn't get them Bitcoin Energy because it's not distributed enough, but we should actually
We'll
start.
send like
The Bitcoin Energy needs a site that tracks where it sells its stuff. Because I'm trying to get Taz, this local guy in Raleigh here, to like carry it in his store. I was like, dude, man, you should do an order. Like
They
seriously.
should get like a. They should have a like blockchain supply system to track it.
Oh my God, can we start this site right now? Blockchain Supply Inc.
You guys can do that totally. You guys totally do that.
That would be perfect though for Bitcoin Energy. Like,
Now, how should I do this? Should I create a function that sets it up to actually to do set state? Because now I have this SVG box. I should just like set it equal to. Because now it's in state, so I could just. So I should just. This is in state. I don't want to be here. I want to be down here. Say again.
No, I think it's somebody's background noise.
Should I make John? Should I make a function that would call that? I'm just trying to think about how I would do
call
this.
what?
Well, make a function that would update the state. So right now I could be like this dot set state
Scale?
SVG box.
I just want to chime in 30 seconds late that if and when we launch the blockchain supply company, I got the Pirate Printing Company t-shirts on lock. We're ready.
Yo, let's totally do this. Let's blockchain supply, local blockchain supply. I'm with it.
For what? For what kind of stuff?
I don't know. It's just like anybody who hops in who has like products. Like we know Bitcoin Energy, we know some other ones. Like, dude, I'm with blockchain supplying 100%. Like,
See, there's already other companies that do it. We'd have to have like our own unique angle.
yeah, live streaming is our unique angle.
Live stream it. Done.
Yo, we'll just put GoPros to a bunch of delivery guys, and then we can like hop in on it, like at any time, like in like blockchain delivery, just like watching people drop stuff off. I feel like, you know, have you ever seen that movie with Steve McQueen called The Thomas Crown Affair, the original one?
No.
Okay, well, anyways, he's like sitting in a room, and he like nobody knows his name, and he's like calling people and like coordinating these things from a single room. So I want to do like a modern adaptation on that, where somebody's like sitting in a chair watching a bunch of monitors, like making them pull off like complex crimes. That'd be a great movie. Like if somebody redid the Thomas Crown Affair and did it like that, like with GoPros and like live streams, that would be sick.
Wait. What was the? I think I may have seen that movie. What is it? What's the premise again?
Thomas Crown Affair. He's like this guy that pulls off a heist, and basically in this heist, he's like the leader, but nobody ever sees him. And this one guy goes to meet him, and he has these lights behind him, so he can't see his face, and they're like directed right at him. And he's like, "Here's what you're gonna be. You're gonna be at this place at this time." And the guy's like, "Can I see your face?" He's like, "No." And he's like sitting behind the chair, and then the guy does like a very specific job. Like goes pick somebody up, and the other guy like basically robs the bank. Then the other guy like they drop it in a thing, and that guy picks it up and puts it somewhere else. They all get paid, and like it's like really complex stuff. It's a good movie, but basically I would love to see one where he like they have like a live stream, so he has like a bunch of video monitors and can watch them all, like doing their individual jobs and like pulling off a heist or something. Yo, send me pizza. Yes. Okay. Jesse's on the YouTuber. He's tweeting us. Jesse, you gotta hop on this call, man.
He's on the YouTuber.
Yeah.
You can hop on this call. Tell him to get on here.
Adam, you have to add him. It's your call.
No, you can add people.
I don't think so.
Yeah, you can. Try it.
Let me see.
Can you? If you can't, I'll do it. But I think you can.
Jesse? Let's see. Yeah, I think it.
No, I think you have to do block hack Jesse, right? That's like his beater account. For when he I think he has like one for his cell phone and one for his laptop.
Yo, Jesse. You there?
Should I go this dot set? Since I'm setting the state, can I still set the state from here? So if I say this dot state,
Hold on one second. I'm not sharing. Block hack
right?
Jesse. Oh, there's block hack Jesse. Yeah.
Block heck Jesse.
Let's see who joins.
He's being added to the Discord.
Yeah, man, we
Would
add
this,
people
would this,
that
yo,
comment.
John,
What?
would this make sense? So I'm like, okay, since I have my deck.
Oh my god, dude! So deliver a treasure. Have that guy with a GoPro stick around for the unboxing. That would be awkward. Yes, this would be very awkward.
So if I'm saying this dot tile group dot node, should I say this dot state dot tile group?
What is a tile group? Is it
Tile group is like literally all the group of tiles. Like that's like what they do for inside of D3. That's literally what we're.
but is it part of the state though?
Well, I just added it to state, and that's what I'm thinking is like.
Yeah, that would be part of the state.
So I have state here, but this is where it's actually going to be modified, like this dot set state. So I can still set the state, even if I'm saying this dot set state. So I can say this dot state dot svg box.
What I would do, I think you have to make a copy of it,
Ew.
and then create a copy, modify the copy, and then set the new state as the original. There's a good syntax for that.
Yeah, why don't you maybe paste it in chat maybe?
Yeah, I'm gonna look for it. I have it in this project.
Okay, because that's what I'm thinking right now is like, should I?
There's this
Maybe-
triple. Ever use the triple dot syntax?
Yeah, it's for the spread operator for a list, right?
Yeah, so I think you could use that to just copy the whole thing.
Because this dot svg is being created here. So this is the tile group, this dot svg. So this dot tile group. Oh man, I think I'm messing this all up.
What?
It says this dot tile group. So I should be this dot state tile group because no, I don't know.
Yeah, if it's part of the state, then it's this dot state.
It-
But
Only SVG box, tile box, and scale and center X are at the moment.
then what is?
So this dot state dot SVG box, like that, yeah.
It's part of SVG box.
Yeah, so SVG is what's created here. Yeah, this is where it starts getting complicated, and now I'm gonna like go into a boggling mind. Let's see. This.
Well, what is complicated? You don't know which parts are in state, which parts are.
No, I do know. It's just like, which one should I
Wow.
put? Which one should I put in state? So right now, my state is open dialog. Click tile, the SVG box, the tile box, the scale, and the center. Right.
Right.
So should I take this out of the initial state? Because I don't know. I don't think this will break it. You know. Because I don't think any of these things have been actually created yet.
Why,
Like this
why-
dot SVG, this tile group, and this SVG box. I don't think it's created yet in memory, right?
I'm not sure.
Well, I'm pretty sure SVG box is instantiating itself as a call to the function get bounding box. So it's creating itself automatically by calling the function. I think.
Yeah, it only happens a couple times. Like SVG box height. You know what I'll do? I'll just play it safe for right now. And I'll take all this. And I'm going to comment it out. Well, let me copy it, comment it out. Blah, 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 blah. Double it. And I'll take this part out. I think this is 0. Because these are just the initial states anyway. I don't want to complicate things. Send myself into a spiral of unbridled complexity. 0. That would make sense, right?
Might.
So my state is just being, very simple. Try to keep it like that.
What advantages do you have of like getting rid of this?
I'm just thinking that it's a complex hierarchy right now in my mind of like where the data is being stored. Like it's hard for me to mentally keep track of it. So this is like the state. This is the beginning of the state, right? Done. Then we want to actually. So do you think? Yeah, I think
you're missing that closing bracket too.
I don't think so, because
On state, there's one right there. But, okay, good.
I think it's okay. Am I missing it?
Then it disappears. It doesn't make sense.
Okay, there you go.
Okay. It was hidden.
Yeah, we hanging out. Yeah, where the tunes at, yo?
Dude, it keeps stopping.
Yo, what's up with that?
Because of stuff. I think I have my bandwidth because I'm checking out like 6 different streams at one time, trying to monitor them.
Okay, let's see. So, do you think I should like make like a local version of SVG box here? So, okay, I'll take this and I'll call it like underscore SVG box or something. Scale. Center
I'm
X.
super hungry. Wish I
And
did.
we'll say this dot state SVG box. This dot state dot tile group. This dot state. And we'll say so we can just signify that the scope is local, right? And then we'll put this behind.
Oh, is he working on the? Is he working on our bot right now for our Discord?
Yeah, he's playing Rational Gaze by Meshuggah, yeah. No, that's good.
That's great.
Yeah, he's running off his own server too. So let's cut this. Put this before the set state function. So we just signify that the scope is local, right?
Sorry, it's not echoing. It's just I refresh something to see where we're at.
Let's see. Create the data. Where are we? Send off to the Redux store. Make sure I save. Okay. Yo, don't feel bad about subscribing. Hit
Yeah.
that subscribe button. Ring those bells if you like the content or if you have strong words to say. Holler at us.
Upvote, downvote, whatever you want. Red jacket, green jacket. Ooh, yeah. What do we got here? Ooh, solid. Solissimo. Okay, what we got? See, dude, the music just keeps. There you go. We need like a straight up like stream desktop that's just designed to like kill the game. At some point.
That's how usually people do it. Like gamers and stuff, we'll have a whole nother computer right next to them.
Mm-hmm.
Would this be a good way? So I can be like, okay, I just initiated those done the underscore local SVG box tile box scale center X, and I'll set the state up here. Makes sense.
What we got going on?
Oh, I think he's got it working.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's sick. So now if we're blocked, so what does it do?
Huh?
Ioko.
It's the Ioko. It's his Ioko DJ app that he made.
We could probably link that into Twitch.
But it's right now. It's a user.
Oh, I
Right
see.
now.
It's a music channel.
The music channel now has a DJ, and you can just hit exclamation point play. I wonder if this is gonna break.
This means like we could set up it so it like basically we just do it on VS Code. You talk in the voice channel and everybody can hop on. That would be sick. Do you know what I mean? Eric?
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe. We could have like a ton of people on too. We wouldn't have video streaming bandwidth, so we'd probably get clearer stuff.
Oh shit. Is this board live? Or did I kill it?
No, you.
No, I killed it. No. It's still live somewhere. Where's it live at?
Kill all ports.
No. Screen. ER.
You know who never lets you down? Jimmy John's. I'd love to get sponsored by Jimmy John's.
By who?
Jimmy John's.
Jimmy John sucks. Kidding me? Listen, I've had friends who work for Jimmy John's, like, I'm not down.
I'm down.
Honestly. It's like heartburn. I mean, I live in Philadelphia. Like, you talk about hoagies, like, get out of my face.
I'm in Raleigh, bro.
I know, that's probably the nearest thing you got to, like, it's good.
Jimmy John's. No,
Like, wow, you got... Oh, there we go.
There's this place called Parkside down here, which is really great. They're great.
Say again?
There's this place down here called Parkside, which is really great.
You got Boar's Head down there or no?
Yeah.
Eaton Watson?
I think it's from down here.
You can have all the good meat in the world, but if you don't got that bread, you're SOL. It's asking for a token, but I totally did that. Oh, okay. I gotta save it.
We keep like getting waves of flour. Jimmy John sucks until they give him money. Yeah, I agree, man.
Like, wow, Jimmy John's all. Wow, this is so much better now. What happened?
This Jimmy John's, this is exquisite. 100%.
This is the best I've ever tasted.
Things always taste better when they're free, and they taste twice as good when you're getting paid to eat it.
Let's see. State. That's GG. Let's see if it works. Come on. This not what? Toggle group? Toggle group is not inside of my state, so I don't know what you're talking about. Dun dun.
Wait, they have conservative pick yourself up by the bootstraps propaganda on the wall.
Say again?
I think Sam's commenting in here. He said, I hate the conservative pick yourself up by your bootstrap propaganda they have on the walls in there.
Oh yeah, it's like free smells. I was like, shut up, Jimmy Johns. What kind is this shit? Like free smells, like all big, like free, like says smells.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like I don't really trust anything that like harkens back to the 50s because like the 50s weren't cool. Like,
Pepper makes it okay. Salt makes it taste decent. But 100% of the time sprinkling some money on it makes it taste better.
Who said that?
Orphan Block.
This .props.tiles. Okay, so this is props that was passed. Yo, what is this music?
Yo, also, I don't know, man. It's just random.
This
stuff.
is not lo-fi hip hop.
Dude, I can't. Okay. How about this?
I can't handle this halftime, full-time like dub pop.
All right, fine. I heard it.
It's like, let's go, baby.
This neotic
Yeah,
stream
but-
is what you're going for.
Honestly, I'll just go for anything else. Honestly, it's like save me. Expected token. What's going on here?
Welcome to the library, starring Eric.
The internet.
The internet.
Oh, okay. So anywhere with center X, I'm gonna be like this dot state. Center X, maybe that's the problem.
Yo, dude, seriously, everybody join our Discord too. I'm serious about that. It's pretty fun in there. It's getting interesting. We got some characters. I love it. If you're not on Discord, evaluate your life.
If you're not on Discord, you probably have a life.
You're probably a Telegram person.
I'm like, oh yeah, yeah, you're a Telegram. Like,
But
oh dang.
But I like the fact that my messages are encrypted. But you know what's definitely got a virus on it? Your computer.
I don't get Telegram. It's like, hey, you want a shitty client?
Well, the encrypted messages, whatever. But you know how easy it is to take
What, we don't-
screenshots of your computer screen with anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say like it's encrypted somewhere.
Yeah,
Like,
dude.
who cares?
If your computer is plugged into a wall, you're basically screwed.
All right, we're not gonna go into this hole. We're like fall down the cryptography hole. Yeah, like this dot stay SVG.
That should be a live stream, the cryptography hole.
Yeah, we're gonna do different segments in different hours of the day. This is the dream. Like at 2 a.m. we'll do programming, because that's when all the programmers Facts.
Programmers with jobs.
Yo, if anybody wants us to build a blockchain for them too, like low key, give us
We'll
a
just
couple.
sneeze and make one.
We'll give us like a couple. Tens
Couple
of
$1 million,
thousands of dollars.
and then we'll sneeze out a blockchain. I'm like, oh, here's your blockchain.
Yo, I'm surprised Kaleido never got back to me. I'm being serious. They seem like into it. I was kind of frustrated.
I don't know.
I
I don't discuss business on stream.
Mhm.
I don't discuss business on
I'm
stream.
not disgusting.
This dot state click tile, that is already here.
I didn't say what. I was just saying.
Yeah, doesn't matter. We're good. Now, unexpected token. What the hell does this mean? This dot tile group. I didn't change anything with tile group.
You're on Telegram, so you're saying you fall for a lot of scam coins.
Yeah,
Yeah,
basically.
it's 100% accurate. 100% of the time, that statement is. No. I don't get Telegram, man. I don't. I can't wrap my head around it. It's just.
What's so crazy about Telegram?
It's so
Nothing's crazy about
inferior.
how
It's just so inferior.
Nothing.
To
It's
everything
like
else.
literally nothing's up with it. Did I like not close this off somewhere? That's okay. That's okay. This dot tile group. Did I like destroy this somewhere? Shit.
Would you destroy?
I think I may have like fucked up one of. So it's this dot tile. So obviously having this is just like using the object dot select all. Like this tile group is throwing here. I don't know why. It's asking for token. That doesn't make any sense.
Yo, I'm gonna pop.
I mean, it's like
I'm gonna pop this live stream in the campus coin. The campus coin.
I think like I was right before, and I added this extra ass. Like, where's the hell is this coming from? Extra Johns. Let's see if it does it. Are we gonna? Is it gonna do it? Yeah, this is banging. I like this song. Failed to compile. Syntax is not defined. Yes, it is. It's defined right here. Oh, I guess it's because this is like a uppercase X. Ooh! It worked, guys! See if it does the thing. Cannot read property of get bounding box class undefined. Oh, I guess, yeah, SVG is not in state.
Are you down with Chick-fil-A?
It bothers me that they support,
Yeah,
they
no,
don't support
not
gay
politics. I'm saying like with the food. Do you like Chick-fil-A?
Oh yeah, they taste great.
Yeah, they're my favorite. I wasn't going deep.
I try not to mix too much of like ideology with that, but like
Yeah, I get you. No,
they are
you know what?
delicious.
We can just brush
Those little
over
nuggets are delicious.
it. Yeah, we can just brush over it. But I was just saying, like, yeah.
Those little nuggets are delectable.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A is delicious. So good.
I like their waffle fries. Okay, let's see if it's working. Woo! Okay. Oh no. No. Hollow group is null.
So I'm on a 30-second delay because I was watching on Twitch, but I had to chime in and say that Chick-fil-A is the only fast food that I can eat as a gluten-free, as a gloofer.
It's
Gloofer?
It's so delicious though. Like it is so good. It is like
And but I feel really guilty about it because I know that their politics are bad, you know? I know it, but I also, as someone who is gluten-free, you know, I'm handicapped in my fast food ability, so I feel like
you're backed into a corner. I get you.
What do they use for their crispies? Like, how do they make it crispy? It's a potato.
Gluten.
But so I've been thinking, like, what the hell? Like, why do the homophobes get to have the best chicken and waffle fries? Like, why does that be the only place
I'm
that
not
makes
trying to go
grilled chicken nuggets?
too deep down this line of chat, but yeah, I get you. I feel you. Like
What's up with that?
yeah, it's something else.
But what do they make? Yeah, but what do they make the coating out of? Like, how do they make, like, for instance, those chicken nuggets? Like,
oh, I don't know, dude. They use like sprinkled cracker or something. It is so good.
Oh, that's not gluten-free. Those are not. Just the grilled one.
Okay.
Oh, it's so good though. Oh my god, it's
It's weak.
Hey, dude, that sucks that you're gluten free. That's kind of rough. Rough go.
It sucks, man. When I eat gluten, I have bad poops and stuff for like 2 or 3 days.
Bad poops
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah,
like
man.
worse stuff, you know. Some mood stuff, some aches and pains.
Yeah, that's bad. Yeah,
But anyway,
so what are you doing?
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, what are you doing right now, Eric? Like the
Hitting
center
my
X.
forehead against the table.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah,
I'm actually
everybody
just
out
getting,
there,
like,
what we're doing, by the way, because we haven't talked about in a little bit, and if somebody joined, we're working on Texel. And Texel is this very interesting blockchain game that's trying to do a lot of stuff with basically like tulips. And if you scroll back in the screen and you look at the explanation that Sam gave earlier, it's really interesting stuff. You can actually watch that later.
You can do that. Yeah, you can do that in Periscope.
Wait, yeah, Periscope you can? Really?
Yeah, Periscope you can hold it down and like zoom back in like 4D. Well, let me get my charger.
Okay. So, John, what are your thoughts on the Texel project so far?
I mean, the concept is pretty cool. It's probably the most complex and ambitious blockchain game I've ever seen.
Political chain.
Political change.
Polychain.
Yeah, if anybody has any comments, wants to talk about Texel or whatever, just let us know in the chat too. There's a couple people watching in there, hopping in and out.
Porn bots.
Yeah. Why do you keep saying that?
Because I'm watching it on my phone happen live. It's like the phone's instigating it, not me.
Yeah, but they're not all.
No, I got some friends and family come through here, you know what I'm saying?
I don't see any. It's not giving me data on the viewers
Complex and ambitious blockchain
on
game I've ever seen.
on Periscope. Oops.
Say again?
I said I just killed the music on accident.
No, not the music.
Whoa. Well, I wish we could listen to like Allman Brothers or something. Like seriously, like I'm actually kind of disappointed about copyright. This is what needs to change about blockchain. People need to get their heads out of this. I'm gonna create the copyrighted music like industry or whatever, and they should just create like an IPFS system where people get paid if they own it. Like it's not like this copyright.
Or you have a BitTorrent client that accepts tokens.
Yeah, and the
T-Rex.
creators, you know, I don't even know,
That'd be pretty cool.
dude. But
Say
like
again?
the music industry needs to
You
embrace
pay
what.
a fixed amount for torting per gigabyte, so it doesn't matter what you get. Like,
Yeah, the music industry needs to embrace what the computer industry and the well, not the hardware industry, but like the coding industry has figured out that open source is the answer to all of your problems. And you know there is like Facebook, like,
I
and
wouldn't say
some of those other ones that say like,
all
oh,
of your problems. They got a lot of problems.
dude, well, not hold on. Hold on. But I'm saying like this. I'm saying like this greedy mentality where everybody needs to own absolutely everything, and you can't use it because I don't like you because of X reason. Is just complete garbage. Like people should be able to like your idea is now part of the atmosphere. It's part of the area, and that's like this open source movement is so much more important, and that's like how you get things like Linux and the internet and like all these great things. You know, like listen to some of the highest quality EDM songs that are like chopped up with like samples, and they're just beautiful. Is that new Drake song? With like Lauryn Hill that he paid a ton of money. Like he shouldn't have to pay a ton of money. He should just sample that, and put it in there, and just make his money, make good music. I'm about that. I like don't like this idea that like somehow all of these artists own 100% of what they do forever, and you have to pay them all the time. That's just kind of bizarre. I think copyright.
I make a local web series, it's called South Silly Cam, and we just kind of go around and film people. We don't monetize it or anything on YouTube because I don't want anybody to watch ads, and it's not like that many people watch it. But you know who the only person making money off the show is?
Who?
Beyonce.
Why? Oh yeah, because you're playing music. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's absurd.
Because one of our musical guests sampled Beyonce in their song. YouTube caught it, flipped on ads for that one episode, and is paying it.
That's
I
ridiculous.
mean, not much.
Yeah, but dude, that's kind of like a tax, like aristocracy type tax. Like when France like overthrew the government and then killed the guy who invented the gram. Like I forget his name, but like they used to collect and be like this like caste system where you have like a caste and like it's just ridiculous. It's like what the U.S. is starting to become. I can't wait for blockchain to take over. It's gonna be great.
Blockchain.
It's gonna be awesome. I don't know how in depth it's gonna get, but it's gonna be interesting to see what the banks do, because this is gonna be very interesting. Because they're like trying to like pay shills to go on and say stuff. Like that Senate hearing was a joke. Like that's just such nonsense. It's so funny.
Dang. I've been on the wrong like branch this entire time. I'm mad. All right, let me get out of your branch.
That's so funny.
No. Cool. All right. Cool. Now I'm back. Sick.
It's taking me like an hour to figure out what kind of food I want.
Yeah, I hate when you get so hungry that you forget. Did I mess this up? Oh my god. this is good. Come on, work. Wow. I like the hot reload, but it's taking a minute.
There you go.
So surprising when things work.
Oh my god, I know, right?
Try to hide all this. Bloop. Goodbye. So technically nothing's happening. I just set it up in state.
They say humans are social animals. They can't live alone. But you can live pretty well by yourself.
Okay, well the board disappeared now. That's cool.
It's better to have real solitude by yourself.
Hey, you gotta break it before you can make it, right?
Yeah, no. Alright, let me take this code out. Let's see. Come on, recompile. You can do it. Recompile. And it's gone. All right. Why is it gone? That's the question.
Chicken fillet.
You getting some chicken fillet?
Chicken fillet. Chicken.
Let's try
Chicken
this.
fillet.
Do we get any new viewers up in this piece?
It looks like we had like almost 10 for a while, and now looks like we're down to 2 on Twitch. Got a couple on.
Down to 200? Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're chilling today. Today's gonna be a long stream.
Yeah, that's cool.
Like, wow, nothingworks.com.
Nothingworks.com. Hey man, that's part of it.
Woo! Skills not defined. Oh yeah. Well, that's because tile box. Tile box, SVG box, tile box. Somebody just joined.
Somebody left. I think Jesse left.
Jesse never even stopped by.
He was in here. He just
I'm
wasn't
here.
talking.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
The old, he was in there but wasn't talking trick, man.
He's lurking. See if this will work. Tile box. Somebody's here. Hello.
Hey, what's up, Jesse? How you doing, man?
Sup? Doing great. How about you guys?
We're live coding right now.
Killing the game.
I saw and heard.
Got any, what'd you do today, huh?
I worked at JP Morgan.
Got anything cool happen?
I'm going to a new team. I'm going to be on a communications and PR team. But a few days ago, the Quorum lead developer called me out of nowhere because I told him I went to ETH SF and told him I met Vitalik, and he asked me about it.
Wait, did you meet Vitalik?
I did meet Vitalik.
Did
Yes.
you break his hand as his frail?
Vitalik,
by
dude,
your
stop
man
hating on.
hands.
He doesn't have time to be concerned with muscle, like mere mortals do.
I shook his hand twice, and I conversated with him for 15 minutes, and he handed me a fork during the lunch buffet.
Is he super
Oh,
tall?
that's awesome.
He's
Is
super
he
tall,
vegan?
right?
He's very tall, yeah.
He looks like a small guy, but then he stands next to somebody, and I'm like, oh my god.
That's true. It was really
Money-
a
money
very
skeleton.
unique experience. He knew about blockchain education network, and I asked him about that during our conversation. And if he wouldn't do anything blockchain related, he would be studying radical markets. That's what he said.
Sick.
Radical
Economic
markets, huh?
theory.
That's pretty cool.
We're trying to make a radical market. Yo, you see, we got the Ioko music player now.
I saw.
They can play anything you want.
That's sick. Is that from Michael?
Yeah,
My dude.
he's my dude.
Oh, is he playing this stuff right now?
Yeah, he's like you can hit exclamation mark play and you can play anything you want.
He's playing
Numa Numa.
Yeah.
Numa,
Oh.
yeah, Numa.
I think we should. Man,
What were you guys talking about right before I joined?
We're talking crap about you. No, kidding.
talk a smack.
Yo, were you talking about tiles and bulbs?
Tiles
and
and-
live hacking with the Texel team?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we got Sam on.
Sam's
Sam,
still
are you
on.
Still around? I think he's like designing a website right now, but he's probably just like hanging back. I think he's 30
Yeah,
seconds.
we-
There he is. Meet
Hi, Sam.
Jesse. Jesse's cool.
Why, thank you.
Yeah,
You're cool
meet
too.
Jesse. Sam's cool, and he's part of Texel, and he's cool dude. Say hi.
Yeah, what up? I'm by here. I mean, like, listen for a minute. I'll be like more present in this one.
Yeah, it's all right. I'm just hacking on this code. You know.
I see you guys just scrolling up and down on some whatever this is.
Yeah, this is some JavaScript right now. Basically, just to keep myself from being inside the weeds right now.
Okay.
Basically, I have a game board which you can't see anymore because I made it break. Yo, I'm doubled. Oh, okay, I'm good now. I'm trying to get.
Hard. Sorry.
I'm trying to get the bounding box of this game board that I had here. I broke it, so now I can't show you what it is anymore. But
Does Sam know the problem and the context of the problem?
he does. He very much is a part of it. Let's see. Let me see if I can actually bring it up for you again. Let's see. Git add source components game board. Yeah, commit. So I can show it to you real quick. Zoom stuff. Git push origin.
Yo, you should get Vitalik to stream. We should tweet it at him.
Yo, hop on the stream, bro.
All right.
Talk about your translucent complexion.
Is it? How can you prove to me definitively that you, sir, are in fact not an alien? Let's just start there.
Dude. All right. So when I shook his hand, this type
You
of
broke it.
no, I felt a weird, not a weird, but just a different energy surge through my entire arm.
Really? Did you feel the money skeleton?
Perhaps.
All right, so this is the unmolested board right now.
Molest?
Yeah, I messed it up. But you can see right here, basically, Texel is an ERC 721 game where
I was paying attention at that part, then I started playing Fortnite, and then I lost, and now I'm back. But
Yo, do you stream Fortnite? We'll host you.
I can't because I'm on a PS4.
Oh, dude, you gotta get one of these. You gotta get one of these.
You gotta get a box.
You gotta get one of these.
Show him the box. Show him the box.
One of what?
Yeah, see
Elgato,
that
sponsor
box?
me. Sponsor me, Elgato, please.
Yeah, you can take any video feed and then have that be able to be streamed.
You just
So
plug
you
it.
can take like the
Plug it in your
HDMI port.
computer.
Yeah, you can plug that into your computer from the HDMI out. Your Xbox.
Elgato, we want a sponsorship, dog.
I'm gonna hit up
that we use-
Elgato right now.
Elgato,
Like
what does
watching.
Elgato. Yo, dude, like really though, like anybody who has tech, you know, Razer, come get some. I'm with you. Razer, Mac, I don't want a Mac. Apple, I
You don't want a Mac? I could go for a Mac.
Blah. Blah.
No, check it out. Like,
Yeah.
listen. Yo, on the tweet, look, this is something that I'm talking about, is that the tweet that you have doesn't have a link,
Dude,
you know?
the tweet that we have when it goes up
I'm looking at.
has
There's
the
no tweet.
Periscope live stream in it.
Yeah, but I'm on Twitter. If I'm not on
Yeah.
Periscope, then I won't be taken to anywhere
It
else.
plays
You feel
on
me?
Twitter though. Plays straight to
No, it
Twitter.
doesn't.
Yeah,
No,
it does.
I'm on Twitter. This is my Twitter app. I have it right here.
Okay, well, I'm on a Twitter app and it's up and I can
Yeah,
see.
so I see Fork Block. It says we are live. Join Adam Manka, Superposition, John May, Texel Tubes team, Snack Man. We developed.
You're
on their-
looking at the wrong tweet.
No, this is the tweet that happened.
Listen, there's more than one person that says, "Yo, you're looking at the wrong tweet," and like I'm telling you, like that's the one that goes up immediately. There's one that goes up immediately, and then there's one that like
And there's another one that
Goes
was 2
up
hours ago,
immediately.
right?
there's another one that goes up immediately too, and it says tiles and bulbs live hacking with the Texel team, blockchain's newest ERC 7.
But what I'm saying is, if you had a link and people who don't have Periscope will be able to reach the YouTube.
That's great feedback. I agree with Adam or Eric on that point. You guys
It's
have
like-
been on for 2 hours. This is crazy long.
Yeah, we're still going. We're gonna keep on smacking our head against it until it works.
Do we stream for
said-
3 hours at a time typically?
Artlessly.
We go deep, man. Like we're ready to. Oh, I bet you are already know. Ugh.
Ugh.
Who's this guy? What's up, dude? What up?
Hey, Arg.
Yo, dude, shout out to the people that are chatting us up, man. This is what I should be doing. Live streaming? Yo, man. 100. Keep it real. Definitely.
You right. Finna go do that.
Get this guy. Finna go do that.
All right.
Yo, get on our Twitch, though. That's what we're trying to do. We want everybody on Twitch. We love Twitch.
Oh.
Big fans.
I'll get on Twitch.
Yeah, follow us. Yo, dude, actually follow us and then watch what happens to the screen. This is super cool.
Okay,
It's
all right.
super cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's look
I'm
at his
super
screen real
excited.
quick because my boy's been working hard at this.
I'm ready.
No,
I'm
no,
about to follow.
On Twitch.
I'm
Whoa.
watching you now.
Fork block. This is amazing.
Yeah,
What you
ready?
got?
Ready? Follow it. Follow it. Follow it. Follow it. Follow
Send
it.
it.
All right. I don't know. I've never followed anybody before.
It's the
All you
bell
hit
in the
is the
top
heart
right.
button.
It's the bell in the top right.
Wait, don't have
bell.
Twitch playing. Don't have
Yeah,
Twitch
no, but I
playing.
want to show everybody.
Now we have like
It just goes.
just
ding.
pull up something different, differenter.
No, I
Dude,
can't.
I don't see the bell.
It's
It's
top.
not a bell. It's a heart.
Oh, the heart.
It'll go. Blink. At least it should. You do
Be
it?
like, no.
Yeah, there you go. Look at
Oh!
it.
Are you Hobo
Oh,
Joe
yeah,
Jack?
Yeah. Hey, it worked.
Everyone sub to Hobo Joe Jack.
I'm so excited that you did it. I was waiting. Everybody follows it post stream. I feel like so it's like difficult.
I know you don't give you the satisfaction.
Eric, pull up a different screen now. All right, cool.
They're just not going to give you the satisfaction. See, this
Do a
is
backflip?
making me mad.
Do a backflip, dude. No.
Yo, do a backflip on stream.
Yeah. As I bash my head on this glass table at my desk.
But listen, we have the power of the internet. You don't actually have to get off your ass to do a backflip.
Oh,
okay?
you know what I can do? I can do all kinds of tricks. You guys ready for this though? I got you. I got some cool stuff.
Oh man, he's got us now. Watch out.
What? That's right. Got some overlays. I'm with it. We're just getting better over here. This is, you know, on the black belt to like white belt scale. We're getting up there.
No, I don't. Never did that. I wish I did though, because I'd be stronger.
Let's go do jujitsu, man. Hey Jess, how you doing? Oh, it's just that's just Jesse.
Jesse's come back.
No, his.
Where's
mic
that
died.
John back? What? It's his dad. Oh,
No,
you're
it's-
back.
No, it's just Jesse is texting the thing. I didn't
Yo,
know.
do you use VS? Do you use VS Code,
Yeah.
John?
I started, yeah.
Yeah, you do. Do you have like the newest version?
Probably, I don't know.
Yeah, let me see what. Let's see the new version. The newest version that I have is 1.27.2. Because if you have that, you can join me on this code if you want. We can slam our heads together. Are we still together?
Yeah.
Are you guys there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
just-
Everything went quiet. I was like, uh-oh, my connection just dropped.
I'm just waiting for some serious food to come my way right now. I'm pretty excited about it.
I want some serious food, but I already ate it. Oh, more. I kind of want to get some tea.
Hey,
You
wait,
want to take over for like 2 seconds while I make some tea?
Yeah, I can do that. What would you like me to talk about? I can talk about the project. Let's check out Texel.
Why don't you
Let's
why don't you go through like the drizzle box? Talk about it, or like just see what's up.
Okay.
Just like people who are just coming in to see what we're doing, if they wanted to make their own DApp at home that has a reactive Ethereum data front end that binds the data, holler at your boy. I'll be back. We get some tea.
Drizzle truffle. Hold on, Drizzle truffle. Hold on, guys. 1 second. I'm searching this. I'm gonna drag it over here. Alright, let's see what we got. Ooh, Ethereum data, reactive front ends. Let's see what we got. Okay, so this comes fully packed with Web3 and the whole nine. That's pretty awesome. I could probably spin this up pretty quick.
What the dude's looks.
Yeah. Let's see where he's at. Okay. Yeah, we could do. Let's check out the GitHub repo. Okay. Alright, let's clone this beast. GitHub. Okay, and so for everybody that's chiming in here, let's just show you how to do some cool stuff on your otherwise poor Mac. So you can actually go up here and see, like I have Kali Linux. I also have Ubuntu on here. Let's see if it's in here. You just go to the Microsoft Store and install Ubuntu. Let's pin that to start. And then let's run this as an administrator. Run as an administrator. Okay. Should have dropped down my screen for a second there. And then bam, we got this guy. So let's clone this, and all we have to do to start building this drizzle box, which will build you out a DApp pretty quick, is just go git clone and then type in the address. And it'll start cloning that guy. And then we go We have to install Truffle, which I don't think I have on here, but I might. I'm not sure. It may kick me errors out too because I didn't do sudo. Oh, maybe not. So what this is, these are two packages. Truffle and Ganache are essentially just package managers and frameworks for Solidity, correct? John May, is that a good way to describe them? Well, I lose everybody. Ah, okay. Yeah, so I didn't do sudo. Sudo space npm install -g truffle. That's how you install truffle. Now I'm gonna enter in my password. Eric would take serious issue with the fact that I'm using sudo. With this. What we got going on here? Who's hopping on, man? Chat it up. We get some people chatting. I'm checking in here. Yeah, we got some people on YouTube, maybe. Yeah, we got some people on Twitch. Some people on Periscope. Good stuff. Welcome. I say we live stream Fortnite one of these nights on like my other one, and then Force Block can just host it. Cool.
Right. I just put the kettle on.
Okay, well I'm installing Truffle.
Truffle?
I didn't have Truffle on my subshell because I hadn't installed my subshell because it was breaking all the time.
Sick.
I gotta grab food in a second too, but I'll leave it streaming.
Hang out with us while we eat.
Oh, yo, dude. So I figured out how to do something cool with Twitch. So Ninja Bunny does it like this. She's like puts up. This is a great song. I already like it. She puts an overlay from a web page on top of the OBS, and then you can call bot commands into it and like put GIFs over the screen and stuff like that, which is awesome.
Yeah, GIF bot.
It's so sweet.
Pretty sick.
Yeah, we should definitely do that.
You getting that truffle, boy?
Yeah, okay, so I got Truffle on there, and then the next step is to get Ganache. And I'm gonna make your skin crawl.
Are you getting some ganache?
Yeah, but I put sudo in front of it.
Your sudo's not added. Your npm's not added to your sudo groups.
Yep. That's a good thing. I don't even know how I think about doing that. You have to change the package with a certain permission. Okay, you sound like you're talking to a pipe. Okay.
Sorry. Chone.
Change owner.
Changes. Said the privilege is different. Changes.
This is a good song too. I like it.
I know we're gonna get flagged.
No,
We
this
can't
is
sing songs that we don't have ownership to. Dun dun.
basically.
Don't see changes like
Basically, you can't do anything. They're like,
that.
oh,
That's kind of why. That's why I'm using VS Code, because it's freeware.
Sweet.
Like
So
I don't own a copy of Sublime yet.
I wouldn't
should do
use
that.
I wouldn't use Sublime,
Why not? Sublime's dank.
dude. VS Code's dank. Why even use Sublime? What benefit?
VS Code's cool, but like Electron's heavy.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
You're like, yo, I want to edit some text. It's 2 gigabytes. Like, what?
Yeah.
You feel me?
Just use Vim.
I did that for the other stream. Vim doesn't have any cool auto completion stuff.
Unbox.
I can totally just use Vim. It'd be cool. Be super elite. But then there'll be always that guy be like, yeah, you should use Emacs.
Truffle. Unbox. Drizzle.
Drizzle, boy.
Yo. Drizzle. Oh, I didn't even do it right. Truffle.
That's Turfle.
Turfle's even better than Truffle. You don't know about it?
Only foodies know about that.
It's like a surf and turf.
Yeah, some Turfle.
Turfle. Its mascot's a lobster.
It's like a lobster that's eating gritty from flyers.
Truffle unbox.
I think I'm gonna be gritty for Halloween.
Oh. Let's be unboxed.
Yeah, you gotta make a directory or something.
Drizz.
Make a directory. Drizzy.
Maybe Drizz.
Drizz. My EDM band, Drizz. Now you can unbox, I think. Truffy. There's this new hot sauce called Truff. And it's supposedly like the best thing ever. It has like truffles in it. But it's like a sriracha with truffles.
Sriracha and truffle sounds disgusting.
Sounds amazing.
I'm sick of everybody putting spice in everything. It's just not necessary.
What? That is the opposite of what I believe. I was like, oh, I have tilapia. Let me fill.
I mean, look, man, some people want us to do that. I'm good with it. You know, that's your game. I'm cool with it.
I'm like, wow, this is Corona. I'm gonna put chili powder in. Now it's a red Corona.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think you're getting.
Play Eye of the Tiger.
Who said that?
He's having too much fun.
Who said that?
Oh, damn.
Who's saying that?
This is
Oh, yeah. Okay, so this is setting up truffle. Setting up truffle.
I kind of want to join this. I'll be right back. I'm gonna listen to Eye of the Tiger.
Well, guys, it looks like we're coming to an end here on Truffle or Texel, but Truffle shop for quite some time. It's pretty fun. Let me see what we got going on here for. God, this is taking a minute. Do some.
I had to go check out the Eye of the Tiger.
Got it.
Well,
Hey.
it actually works, and he's got like a high bit encoding right now.
Okay,
actually.
this is really boring, so I'm gonna toss you the screen because it's just installing.
Say again.
Mine's just installing. You want to keep troubleshooting, you're good. I'm gonna.
Heck yeah. Now wait, now play Sandstorm.
That rude?
Alright, no. So for stream quality, I says 1080 and it says source. Do I want source?
No, do 1080.
Alright. We're back.
Yeah, 1080 is the way to go.
I wanted you to take the live stream over just for a second because my tea kettle is almost ready.
Yeah.
Once I got my tea, I'll be ready to like go strong.
Okay. What? I gotta get some food too in a second. But, who do we got
We can
watching?
let it rip. Just let it rip. Just let it rip for a second.
Hmm?
I'm gonna put a be right back. That's all I gotta do. Be right back. There you go. I'm just get the tea from the kettle.
Well, I'm not. I'm still here. I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, cool, yeah.
Dude, why is this taking so long? Oh my god. Anybody watching, how long does it take for Truffle to set up for you? Let's look here. What do we got going on? Who's in here? Oh my god. What is going on in this Discord? Lord. All right. Let's check out. Let's check out. Let's check out. Ah, there's this shit. What? What is this in the background? Ah, I see. Okay. So, anyways, let's get VS Code running. Let's see what's going on. Alright, hold on. I'll open the folder. Home. Let's see what Driz has got in it. Driz. Okay.
Wow.
Dude, this is still taking forever.
What does? Let me see your screen.
I'm sharing the screen.
That happened to me live streaming the other day too. I don't know what's up.
Yeah, I'm trying to unpack this
Sometimes,
guy.
well, it is a bigger box, but like it shouldn't take that long.
Let's just see what's
I
going
just
on.
made a gallon of tea.
Is it still unpacking stuff? Let's see if anything's moving. It should tell us.
It might not be, but it might be hung up. You
Kill
don't
it.
want to get you don't want to kill it though because
Well, let's see.
it
Dude.
could
Oh
be
my
like-
god, there's so much stuff in here. What do you mean it's a bigger
No, you-
box? This is huge.
it's definitely big as heck.
Wow.
Like the Texel the Texel actual file is like huge.
What? What? That's massive, Eric.
It's pretty big, yeah.
Is it still unboxed? It probably is still downloading it. Let's see. What? Oh my god. Eric, that's massive. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Is this, wait,
Wow.
this drizzle box is the Texel box?
Texel is a drizzle box, yeah. That's kind of why I'm bringing it up, because it's like, it's pretty
Okay.
specific.
Can you take over the stream? Are you good?
Heck yes.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna pass it off because I gotta grab my food.
Bloop.
Bam!
Yeah, back to troubleshooting. I just got my tea. It's kind of sugary. We'll be here for a while now. It's got a little sugar in it. Oh man, I got some bot trying to show me.
I'm back with you here. I'm gonna cut my video though. What's up, y'all? Eric, you there? You hear me? Eric. Okay. What? Alright, well, this might be a good time to cut it. Alright, everybody. Well, it's been real. We got to play the Texel a little bit. Kind of lost energy towards the end there, but you know, definitely check out our event. October 27th on Raleigh and November 29th in Denver. It should be great events. I'm pretty excited about it. And just hit us up at 4 o'clock at all the social mediums. Hey, Eric, you there? I think it's John. Hello? Okay, well, I'm going to get going. I'll see you guys later. It's time to end this.